welcome back to my channel. So today's summer makeup tutorial is going to be a get ready with me makeup tutorial for a day at the theme parks. Today my brothers and I are going to be going to SeaWorld, and because you can get wet, I kind of have a summer waterproof makeup tutorial for you guys. And if you like this look and would like to see how I created and achieved this look, then continue watching. First things first, I'm going to be using my Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. Because we're going to be outside, I really want my skin to just kind of glow from within, and because I'm using a powder, I want to kind of counteract the really dry patchiness that can tend to happen when you apply powder on dry skin. My primers do not have SPF. Now that's something I would definitely recommend in either your foundation, your BB cream, your CC cream, your powder, or even your moisturizers or primers. Something that has SPF. I don't have that, so I'm going against my rules. Next thing I'm going to be using is my Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I use this in my other video as well. When I find something I really like, I just stick to it. Then I'm going to apply this on my lid as well, just to kind of cancel out any pigmentation as well as kind of prime for the day, because I get really oily lids. It's the only part of my face that it gets really oily. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using my MAC NC20 Mineralize Concealer. Now what I'm going to do to kind of blend it out is I'm going to take my beauty blender, I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm going to spritz it. Note to anyone who is not near water and can't get this damp, just use your Max Fix Plus and that'll help. Or use a water bottle spray. I'm also going to blend that on top of my eyelid. Now for the face, I'm going to be using my Mercier Natural Beige Mineral Pressed Powder, and I use this all the freaking time. I'm going to take my Sephora Pro Airbrush in 55. Swirl my brush, and I'm just going to apply that in circular motions. Now I'm not going to touch my under eye area at all, because I've noticed that when I set it, whoa, lighting, come back here. I've noticed that when I set it, it tends to crease throughout the day. Now this shade is about a shade darker than what my normal skin is, because I have not been out in the sun too much. So I have to blend it even lower down my neck just to make sure that everything blends in and I don't have a darker face than my neck. And the great thing about this is, especially during the summertime, and the reason why I wear this powder, is that as you begin to sweat or as you begin to go throughout your day, it just kind of blends into your skin, and rather than it just sitting on top, it just soaks in and becomes almost like a second layer of skin. I'm just going to take this and pat it on my lid. Now to just kind of create a little bit of a glow on my eyes, I am going to use this highlight by Mercier, and it's just their matte highlight. You don't have to do this step, you can just stick to your powder, but I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to press that onto the lid. I am now going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. The reason I do this instead of going directly onto the face is I kind of like to let it soak in and set first before applying any bronzer, any blush, or any other products onto my face. For mascara, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Hydrofuge Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. One thing I love about this product is that it is waterproof, so I know that it will not smudge. I'm actually not going to be putting mascara on my lower lash line, because if I do get wet, I don't want to get that kind of rim of black residue, so I'm just not going to touch it at all. So I'm just going to put, as you can see, just one coat of mascara on my top lashes. Now we're going to move on to the face. Now I love a glow from within, and I don't actually have a highlighter that I've been really in love with. My Becca highlighter I have loved, but then like I said, it cracked, and it's the texture and the formula is just kind of different. So I'm actually going to be using an eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using this Inglot eyeshadow. I don't actually know the name because it's in a palette that I created, but I'll show you up close. It's just like a really shimmery champagne shade. I think it would look very similar to Moonlight by Becca. I'm taking my blush brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to shape it just a bit. And I'm going to take that on the end, and this is super pigmented, as you can see. I'm also going to apply this on my Cupid's bow, down the center of my nose, and the tops of my forehead, and on my chin. And then I'm gonna take it on my finger and I'm just gonna press it into the inner corners of my eyes. Last but not least, I'm just gonna take a little bit and apply it right underneath the brow bone. Right where the arch is located, just so I can hit every high point on my face. Now we're gonna bronze up the skin. So I'm going to be taking my MAC Give Me Sun Mineralize Skin Finish, and it can tend to look very orange. So I'm just gonna use a really light hand, but I'm gonna start right here on the cheeks, kind of contouring a bit. And then I'm just gonna apply it onto the rim of my face. Apply it down here on my jawline and blend it down just like so. Apply a little bit to my chest because I like to get that like summer glow. And then what I'm going to do is just take my powder brush and I'm just going to blend it all out. Now if you'd like to contour even more, you can. I'm just gonna contour just a little bit. I'm gonna be taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer and I'm just gonna take a little bit on my MAC contour brush and I'm just gonna apply it into the hollow, just on the outer skirts. Now a crazy thing that I love to do, and like I said, you don't have to do this, but I just really, really like it. I'm gonna take that highlight by Mercier and I'm gonna put it on my designated highlight brush and I'm just going to apply that on my lower part of my cheek. That way my contour just sticks out just a little bit more because you're highlighting the spots that would not necessarily be sunken in. I'm going to be taking Fun and Games by MAC, and this is a really, really old blush. This was in the Hello Kitty collection, so if you don't have that, basically just use a peach blush. I'm gonna swirl that on my brush and apply it to my apples and work my way up. Then we're just gonna blend it up. Then what I'm gonna do is spritz my beauty blender with the Fix Plus, and I'm just going to press everything into my skin. It's almost like you're locking it into place. Moving on to eyebrows, I am just going to spoolie out my brows, brush them out, and I'm going to be doing the exact same thing as I did in my last video, but I'm going to be using my Tarte Emphasize Waterproof Brow Mousse, and this is in medium brown. And I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm actually going to apply this off camera because where I'm located, I'm not going to be able to get super close to check out how my eyebrows are. So if you want me to do a separate just brow tutorial, 2-minute brow tutorial on how I shape my brows, how I do my brows, how I fill them in, just let me know and I can definitely do that for you. So I'm going to do this and then I'll come back. Now that my eyebrows are filled in, I am going to be applying a lipstick. Now you could use a chapstick, you could use a bright bold color, whatever you want. I'm actually going to be using a moisturizing lip crayon, and the one that I'm using is the Matte Lip Color Stick by Mary Kay, and it's in Tawny Light. I don't know if you can get this anymore, but you can just basically use, I mean, I'll show you the color. It's just like a really pretty, everyday kind of berry shade. You can use whatever you want. Now you don't even have to put on a lip product. I'm just gonna put this barely lightly on my lips and then I'm gonna blend it out. It kind of looks like I have sunburnt like chapped lips. You know when they get super, super red? It's kind of what this color is like. And then I'm just gonna blend it out. Last but not least, I'm just gonna spritz my face with MAC's Fix Plus. And there you have it. This is my go-to summer water park or theme park kind of makeup. And like I said, you can build off of this. You can do a smoky eye with this look, or you can even just minimalize it even more and take away some of the products that I use. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next week or until the next video, have a wonderful week. Take care.